Assalamu alaikum, grade 10 computer science students. Today we will discuss about the lesson 6, and that is about the von Neumann architecture. Today we will study the store program concept and the fetch execute cycle. Let's start. So what exactly the store program concept is? The von Neumann for the first time gave the concept that computer can store the program and instructions and the memory. The same concept is adopted by the modern computers, and now the modern computers can keep the programmed instructions as well as data in RAM, that is random access memory. So this concept was first given by the von Neumann, who proposed that the computer can store both the programs and instructions as well as data in the same memory. What is a program? Program is set of instructions that is used to read data, process and produce information. If you want to do something with the computer, you need to write set of instructions. When we will be doing the programming language, this will be more clear to you, where we will be writing programs. So the program tells the computer what processing is required. Also, if you want to do something computer, you have to write programs. You may have heard about this software. Basically, that software is collection of many small programs. It is possible to run more than one program at the same time. How it is possible? You can store more than one programs on the computer that can be run or executed at the same time, and this is called multi-programming. So if you are running more than one programs at the same time on the computer, we will call it multi-programming. Now let us discuss about the fetch execute cycle. Von Neumann created an architecture with a single process that follows a linear sequence. This sequence is called the fetch execute cycle. And the steps that are included in this fetch execute cycles, there are 3 steps: fetch the instruction, decode the instruction, and executing the instruction. So the instruction that is processed by the computer, it is based on 3 steps. First of all, fetch the instruction. Fetch means to get the instruction, and decode means to understand the instruction, and executing means to actually perform that action. Like if you are sitting in a classroom and your class teacher is asking you to bring a notebook or from the bookstore, or to bring a book from the library. So the first thing, you will take the instruction. You have to listen to the instruction. The second step will be to understand what exactly your class teacher is asking for, and the third one is to follow the instruction and to actually do it. That will be the executing part. So we will now discuss these 3 steps one by one. The first one is fetching the instruction. The CPU fetches the necessary data and instructions and store them in the internal memory location, that is the IAS, that is immediate access storage. To fetch this instruction, the CPU uses address bus. We already know about the address bus, and the CPU puts the address of the next item that needs to be fetched to the address bus. First, the CPU will put the address and the address bus, and data from the address is then moved from main memory and to the IAS. Data from that address will be then put and the immediate access storage. Registers are then used to store and move the data to a special register that will decode the instruction. So this is the process of fetching the instruction. Next we will study the next step, decoding the instruction. The CPU now needs to understand the instruction it has just fetched. To do this, it needs to decode the instruction. Every CPU is designed to understand a specific set of commands. This is called instruction set, and the CPU uses this in order to decode the instruction. The moving of data and decoding of instruction is controlled by the control unit. ओके, दूसरा जो हमारा स्टेप है उसका मतलब ये है कि इंस्ट्रक्शन को डिकोड करना या उसको समझना। इसका मतलब ये है कि सीपीयू पहले उस इंस्ट्रक्शन को उठाता है, पहले स्टेप पे इससे पहले वाला जो था, और इस स्टेप में उसको समझता है। और इसको करने के लिए सीपीयू कुछ कमांड्स चलाता है जिसको हम कहते हैं इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट, और ये इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट सीपीयू को चाहिए ताकि वो इंस्ट्रक्शन को समझ सके। और इसके अलावा डेटा का मूवमेंट यानी डेटा को उठाना और डिकोडिंग द इंस्ट्रक्शन, इन सब को कंट्रोल करता है कंट्रोल यूनिट। तीसरा स्टेप क्या है? एग्जीक्यूटिंग द इंस्ट्रक्शन, उस इंस्ट्रक्शन पे अमल करना। नाउ द सीपीयू अंडरस्टैंड द इंस्ट्रक्शन, इट कैन एग्जीक्यूट द इंस्ट्रक्शन। नाउ द डेटा इज प्रोसेस्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू द गिवन इंस्ट्रक्शंस। सीपीयू को इंस्ट्रक्शन की समझ आ गई है और अब वो अमल करेगा जो इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैं उसके मुताबिक। द सीपीयू बेसिकली कैरीज आउट द इंस्ट्रक्शन इट If an arithmetic calculations are needed in the instruction, this will be carried by the ALU. CPU basically इस instruction पे अमल करता है। अगर कोई calculation चाहिए तो ALU में calculation perform होगा। Once the CPU has executed the instruction, the cycle can begin again for the next instruction. CPU जब इस instruction को चलाएगा, एग्जीक्यूट करेगा, तो इसका मतलब है कि ये इंस्ट्रक्शन पूरा हो गया है और अब दूसरा इंस्ट्रक्शन शुरू होगा। और उसके उस तरह के 3 स्टेप्स होंगे जिस तरह हमने शुरू में कहा, fetch the instruction, decode the instruction and execute the instruction। यानी कि पहले इंस्ट्रक्शन को गेट करेगा, उठाएगा, देन उसको डिकोड करेगा और आखिरी स्टेप है कि उसको एग्जीक्यूट करेगा। This is the home task for you. You have all these answers from the slides and you have the book with you as well. So what is one new main store program concept? And the second one is what is a program? The third one is what is fetch execute cycle and what are its 3 steps. You have to write briefly about the steps as well. You have to write this in your notebook, take a picture and send it to me on my WhatsApp. Last one, I have given you my WhatsApp number on the screen. If you have any question regarding this lessons or the previous lesson, you can ask me. A piece of advice: stay home, stay